Hello and welcome to day 31 of Blueprints. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for joining me here. We picked up $2 extra of allowance last time. And that's about it. I mean, I don't know. What did we do yesterday? We got we read a new clue in the library, but I did not have the magnifying glass, unfortunately. What? That's what that means? Wait. Okay. What? Wait. That's what that means? That's what the blessing of the monk means? Oh, okay. So we got the shrine yesterday. Also, you'll have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds. Okay. I forgot about that. we have outside Alzara today, I guess, and interesting. And then this goes, okay. Damn, I wonder if there's anything like on the east or west sides. Like this is rocks, so no, but I don't know, maybe. Damn, that's so cool. Oh, salt. Damn, I wonder if I've ever missed the salt shaker because it sort of blends in. Looks like it's maybe supposed to be there. Okay, well, let's see if we don't get a new Alzara cutscene, I guess. The last one we saw was, I don't know, pretty abstract.
I am awakened for
one last time. Okay, this is actually... Okay.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Hi, Alzara.
And I suspect you wish me to impart to you one final vision.
If you wouldn't mind. Whoa. Trains. Train tracks. So, underground train? Oh my god. Black Bridge?
In the dim, I see cavern walls of stone. A hollow lit by a sea of 1,000 burning stars.
Uh-huh.
I see a treasure buried beneath the cliff rocks.
Uh-huh.
A black mirror hidden among the memories of the falling sands.
Uh-huh.
And within the black mirror, I see a figure.
Us?
A figure standing in sullen snow. All of what I have told you, my young baron, I wish you to now know. Until we meet again some distant day, I will have nothing more to say.
What? Okay. All right, Alzara. Well, thank you for your movies and your wisdom ? God, I'll probably have to like check these videos back for those Alzara cutscenes to see if they if I can make heads or tails of them at some point. Anyway, Something I guess that we're still trying to make happen is I would like to get the pump room today. That would be nice. I'll take some early gems, sure. We did not get the pump room at all yesterday, but we've since moved the boat from the fountain side to the foundation side of the reservoir. So, would like to be able to do something with that. There's only one true statement. The gems are in a box with a false statement. There are two true statements. If there's only one, then this is the only one. The gems are in a box with a false statement. If you're true and you're true, then you're false, so then they're in here. If you're true, then you're the only thing that's true. And then you're false? And you're false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. If that's false, then they're in a box with a true statement. And then you would be true. So is that the same outcome? If you're true and you're true and that's the same outcome. Both ways is the same outcome. It's the blue box. Thank goodness. Drafting studio, and we can afford it. Cool. Now you don't. I mean, I don't have the magnifying glass anyway, but you don't give me gems. We did this. This was a whole thing. If you missed that video, I'll spare you. But like, holy shit, I'm so mad about this, and this. I'm pissed. Anyway. Oh, okay. This is cool. We can add the classroom to the regular drafting pool without having the schoolhouse, which is cool. I don't know. I guess like if you do that and then you do a schoolhouse, then I guess there would be like 9 total classrooms in your pool. Am I wrong? So I feel like we can maybe save. We might add classroom at a later date. And maybe go for dormitory or vestibule. I feel like dormitory could maybe have some like something cool in here, like lore wise. Just looks like there's some cool stuff in here. I don't know. And also I don't think it doesn't cost anything. It's a dead end, but you know, it's still a free room. And it's another bedroom. We don't really have, I mean, I turned the nursery into the indoor nursery, so we lost a bedroom there. Anyway. And also in doing so, I guess lost the kind of bedrooms like main combo piece. I kind of regret it, in fact, doing the indoor nursery. It's only ever really, like getting the gems from it has only ever like come in handy once or twice. But I guess when it has come in handy, it has been nice. Anyway, let's just add the dormitory. So that's, we could even see that at some point today, since we're early in our house. And then yeah, this is the layout for the Great Hall today. So this is the, I forget if this is the entrance or the exit for the Great Hall. This is probably like when you enter it, and then this is the way out. So then the 2 doors near where you enter are bad, but otherwise the middle and then the doors by the exit are both good if we happen to encounter the Great Hall. Okay, today's date, by the way, Monday, December 7th. It's been a whole month. Today's the 31st. Yeah. It's been a whole month since arriving at Mount Holly. A month and a day, I guess. Sure, I'll take security here. So we can have a piece towards dealing with security doors. Now, because the foundation is here at the beginning of the day, I assume it spawns its doors like at the beginning of the day. So even if you set your doors, like your security doors, to low with security, I think the doors are already there in the foundation, because I think the foundation is already there. I could be wrong. It might not actually like spawn in or whatever until I actually like make a door to go in there, and then maybe it spawns. Then maybe then it spawns the doors. I don't know. I don't know if that's how it works or not. Laboratory. Yes, and then I'm out of gems, but maybe we can get a cool experiment. I would love to get another one that that gets Randolph to set us more or to send us more letters. Also, we've yet to do this machine with the. We need to attach the boiler room to it somehow. Anyway, let's see if we can make that happen today. Experiment. Anything for letters? Permanently add gold. Gain 3 gold for each. I think I'll go for allowance. Whenever you draft an archive floor plan, next 3 times you open a locked trunk. When you draft a hallway from another hallway. Next 3 times we open a trunk. So that's like 3 max? Sure. That'll probably happen at least a couple of times. If we fill a whole house, we'll see a couple of trunks, I imagine. So maybe we can get a couple of dollars of allowance today. That could be nice. No letters from Randolph, but that's fine. Otherwise, yeah, we can just go south. Boiler room? Nope. I'll just take the gymnasium here and go to the corner. Any shoes? No shoes. That's fine. Hopefully this isn't a room that we want to come back to. I can't draft the solarium because I don't have any gems. Shit. I played myself. And for what? Okay, we can head back. At least we don't gotta go back there, at least not for a little while. So I think before I go west of security, I would like to go west of the entrance hall. So we're gonna backtrack a bit to make that happen. And look who it is. I don't have any gems. Okay, this is what I get, I guess, for spending early. Anyway. I can't make the office. Damn. Okay, guest bedroom it is. We get a magnifying glass. Okay. On a day that I don't think we can get the library again. You know how we could get the library again? Well, we would need to get the library once in order to order it. We could get the library twice in a day if we get the library first naturally from the draft, and then we could get it a second time because it's forced to show up after the Nook. We could also get the Chamber of Mirrors, and then we could get doubles of like any room in the house. I do want the pool because I want the pump room to show up, but I am now gem broke, which isn't great. Because I cannot afford this foyer, which is a bummer, but I can afford... Well, hang on. If I do this, this kills me. So I need to go corridor here. That's fine. Corridor at least is guaranteed unlocked. Both of these are not security doors. Alrighty. Would love to see some gems, if at all possible. Hallway here is pretty good. Hopefully this lets us farm a little bit. I'll go south before I go west. There's the pump room. Okay. Now, this isn't a great spot for this, but I just like... I don't think I care. I just want this to happen today. This is kind of like my main goal. What's through here? West Wing Hall, please? Chapel, also good. Chapel gives us some money. And then let's see if we can't fill in these other 2 spaces. Hallway here lets us do that. I don't like the gallery here. Again, I still haven't figured out this puzzle, so taking it here makes no sense. So the hallway here to at least let us see what's in this square. And yeah, sure, I'll just take the pantry for some more money and a banana. That's great. I'm not too worried about our steps, honestly. I feel like there's enough good things that we can find that that can keep us step healthy. Okay, so we have not attached to the boiler room, so we still cannot fully drain the reservoir. That's fine. The thing I want to do is drain the reservoir 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. I want it to be 6 squares full. So we need to drain, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. So we need to drain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we can put 3 into the kitchen. Or do I have like a weird amount? I have kind of a weird amount. I almost just want to like fill the reservoir. So I can take from the fountain and put it into, or does that even make sense? No, I don't need to do that. So reservoir into whichever tank. Tank 1. Okay. And then the kitchen is tank 2. So then we can just swap this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can put one more from tank 2 back into here. We just put tank 2 into the kitchen, and that only fills 3. So then there's 1 left in tank 2 here that we can just put back into the reservoir, and then our reservoir is at 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Okay. So I'm going to the foundation now. Cause why wait, you know? So this could be big for us. This could be something substantial. Aha! And there's the boat. Okay. So with the water at level 6, we can get in the boat here. And then we get to go through this tunnel. So this is new for me. So the reason I knew that it was 6, we could have done some like trial and error to find out that it was like specifically 6 to get in here. But full disclosure, I saw my friend get to an area in this game that actually kind of tells you. But I have not seen where this, like what this is yet. Okay, so this is like a white, this might have been in an Alzara cutscene. We got a room here. Okay. This is crazy. Holy shit. There's like artillery. Delete it. A? Are these the monitors in security? A. Gramophone? Oh my god, that's our mom. I think that's our mom and Caleb Manning. And then, I don't know who this is on the right. I wonder if our mom ran away with Caleb Manning. Bunk beds. Oh, this is the safe house. Oh. Uh-huh. I know about this. We found this. I thought we found this somewhere. I might be wrong about that. This is the safe house. This, I think, is where our mom was like chilling. Maybe our mom and Caleb. Both. Might have been like here. We seek what's in the shade of truth. Delete it with an A. Delete it. A. Okay, I think these are the security room monitors. I need to see what room is in this monitor. If it's a red room, I think we can remove it from the draft pool with the crown. I think that's what this is referring to. Can I open this fridge? No. TV. Ooh. Oh my god, just Jesus. We seek what's in the shade of truth. We seek what's in the shade of truth. Radio. The Royal Museum of the Grand City of Fen. Getaway car at 136. Yeah, man. They absolutely stole the decoy car. Manning. White Pharaoh Marigold at 105. White at 124. Forced entry. Roof access. Wow. Yeah, they stole the crown for sure. Okay. Sanctum key. Ooh. Excellent. We can open a new door. We're going to do that right after this. It's now been 6 months. 6 months of living in this air-choked cavern of boredom and dread. 6 months since we said our silent goodbyes to our families. 6 months of planning, 6 months of rehearsal, 6 months of heartache, but no regrets. Everyone who knows me intimately thinks I have left the country. Everyone else assumes me dead. Maybe that's all that's left for us. The long walk and steps leading up to the gallows. A steep price to pay for ideals, I concede, but a price that somehow seems cheaper and less cruel than another 2 fortnights bunkered down here beneath the sand and soot. And yet as I write this, I have never felt so close to the sky in my dreams. Tomorrow we will reclaim our birthright. Tomorrow the crown of Orinda will finally return to Oris. The first step taken is half the journey. May the black shores guide us. Mary. Wow. Unreal. Okay. And then what's down here? Royal Station. This is... Oh my god. Orinda Aries train metro. You're here. Royal Station, Mainway Oris train, Fen Central, Tanner Fork, Orindia Station, Ruffington, dead end. Minor stops, East Depot, Aries Crossing, Angel Tower, Lumberfield, West Depot, Trinsdale, Canyon Pass, Borderline. Wow. Platform number 8. Royal Station. So this is, I assume, no longer running? Unreal. We seek what's in the shade of truth. We seek what's in the shade of truth. Okay. All right. I think that's everything for this room. The safe house. We have a sanctum key. So let's go use it. I think this was in an Alzara cutscene. I think. Oh, it just warps us back. Okay, cool. Cool. I mean, we can go back there basically at any time as long as we keep the water at this level. But I think the other thing that we want to do with the reservoir, and this requires the pump room being attached to the boiler room somehow, we want to fully drain the reservoir if possible. But okay, so since we're down here, oh yeah, I remember now. We haven't been down this way in a minute because we haven't really had like a reason to, but I mean, this is exciting. There's something else we can do down here if we get the boiler room, and the boiler room doesn't have to be attached to anything. So that's exciting. So if we get the boiler room, we may come back down here if that happens today. And since we're down here too, we may as well open the antechamber to room 46, you know? Especially if we go to security, check the room that's in that monitor, and then, as they say, delete it. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go from left to right, basically. So the next one is Fen Aries, and we know Fen Aries already. So this one is easy. At least we can just get this one out of the way, basically. So, okay, we have the Fen Aries core. So we can change the motes to be martial. We can change the rays. Oh yeah, I can turn this to fog, yeah, and then change the rays. I think I want all 8 of them. Yes. Is that real? And then we can change the color to red, which we know is this, and then is this it? No. So I think my rays are wrong. Is it 4 like that? And then I need to change the color of the border again to red. There we go. And then there's Fen Aries, folks. We did it. Okay. We'll do that in a sec. So, okay. We've got a couple of cannons. And then... yeah, I guess... is this the Fen Aries? Is this the museum? Or is this maybe... this looks a bit more like a palace? No, this is the museum. I'm pretty sure. I'm actually writing this last postcard sitting at my desk at home. I suppose I should put forth the extra effort and drop it in the mail for consistency, but I am tempted to save the postmaster a trip, as it will just wind up here once again to join the other 7, which I am pleased to report were all waiting for me on my desk, safe as can be. Flipping through them has reminded me of the many friends I made and lessons learned along the way, and as I look back, one truth shines brighter than the others: air travel is much better than sea travel. Okay. Remind Anne to replace the books I lost. So, this is the last part of Herbert's trip, and I think Arindia was first. So we have the beginning and the end. We got to fill in the middle. Couple of cannons, and there's cannons like in his bedroom, like in his master bedroom. Okay. All right. So we've got another Moragi puzzle here. The Fen Aries variation. At the end of the War of the Fifth Era, after the Grand Realm of Fen Aries was established, Moragi boxes of the realm were graced with red tiles in honor of General Teskin's victory. When these tiles are pressed, all black tiles on the box turn red in triumphant victory, while all white tiles on the box turn black, serving as the outclassed and struggling reinforcements of the dwindling Desolate's army. Okay. I watched a friend of mine work on this for a while, and I don't totally remember how he did it. So this might also take me a while. So okay, if I... shit. I want to keep my white squares white. Red turns right. Red turns black squares red and white squares black, and then if I hit red again, then I get red squares again, or my black squares turn red again. So here, and then black shifts everything to the right. So, and then green like swaps places. And if I do this, that turns you gray, which isn't ideal. So I need all of these corners to be red. Do I remember how to do that? I remember this puzzle being really tricky. I think I want to... We can turn gray squares white. I just gotta remember how to do that. And then also orange squares can turn white or something at some point too. So if I do that, and then I put white up top. Hang on. This is gonna take some doing, I fear. I can make a gray square gray. Or an orange square gray. And then do I remember how to do that? I think if I do this... Oh! Oh! Hang on. Whew! That was lucky. I think... I don't totally know how that happened, but you know what? We take those. Anyway. So that's number 2. We've done two sanctum doors now. Granted, that was a sigil that, like, I knew, but I mean, I think next one I feel pretty good about doing as well. This one for the mountains. I think that this is, what is this? Arch Ares? I feel pretty good about this one. I think it is yellow. Stormy, or like lightning, like the weather is lightning. The moats I think are industrial. They're either industrial or academic. I want to say industrial because I think Arch Ares has a power plant based on a stamp. So then it would just be, I think, getting the rays, and the rays are the transportation, right? The kind of transportation. The kind of transportation that Arch Ares has. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure that out later in life. But yeah, that's great. We've got 2 out of 8 doors open. And we got a ways to go still. But that's, at least we've gotten 1 sanctum key now that wasn't just the freebie sanctum key the first time we got into room 46. I believe if we fully drain the reservoir, there should be another sanctum key down there. So that's cool. Anyway, we might end up coming back down here still today if I can make the boiler room. Or maybe we just save that for another day. But yeah, that's nice. That's good. That's progress. Now, onwards with actually drafting the rest of our house. Hello? Feels good. Feels good to make Sanctum Key progress, because that feels like the main goal for the moment, for me at least, is that. All right, let's go east. I am gemless, so I will take a gem. I only have one key, but if we open a trunk, I get allowance. But what if this door is locked? It's not locked. I will take, I think, just a hallway here. But before I continue, I'm gonna open this trunk. Wow. Hey, I would love to, we have so much money. I would love to spend some of it to get some, to get some resources. The kennel when I have no shovel. What if the closet maybe gives us some cool stuff? A key is appreciated, so is a dice. So now we can at least go east here. Sure. Green rooms don't cost gems. Storeroom actually just gives us resources. I think I would like the resources. I would like a key back and another gem. Feels good. We don't need to fill in the whole house. It's, you know, the more rooms we can draft, I feel like the better. But it's fine if we don't. Okay, but now our only way north is from the hallway here. We need to go north. I do have one dice to potentially save us. The dovecote we can rotate, so that works out. We take those. I don't have a shovel. Can you get a shovel in here? Can you ever get a freebie in here? Probably not, because you can dig. I don't know. Okay, well, there's our last key. I think the billiard room likely gives us a key. The boudoir would have also given us a gem, but billiard room here feels pretty good. We can do some quick maths. 20 minus 2 is 18. Minus 3 is 15. Minus 7 is 8. 5 minus 1 is 4. Minus 2 is 2. Times 2 is 4. Times 3 is 12. 2 times 2 is 4, times 10 is 40, divided by 20 is 2. Okay. And they gave us a key card. So now I would love to see... Oh, right. I was going to go back to security. That feels worth doing, admittedly, since we're so low on keys. I think before I... Well... Are you locked? You're not locked. But you do kill me. We're dead. They killed us. Wow. Okay. That's fine. You know what? I did what I kind of wanted to do anyway. With the... Oh, no, we have dice. I should use a dice since we have a dice. They gave us a gift shop. They gave us observatory. Okay, we're not dead. We're not dead. Observatory probably has a bunch of stuff for us. Apples are delicious. 5 gems plus a key. We're rich. Okay, but actually before I continue, we're going to go all the way back to security. I'm low on steps, actually. Is that the move? Do I go all the way back to security? Probably not, huh? Probably just keep going. I don't know. I feel strange with how few steps we have, actually. So What if you end the day in the foundation and then you make the foundation your outer room? I could end the day in the pool, and then that would give us... That would make it so we're more likely to see the pump room. Or I guess like if we have the pool from the beginning in the outer room. Blessing of the Monk. So interesting. We could end the day in the laboratory. This is assuming I have enough steps to get there. Yeah, ending the day in the foundation probably doesn't make sense. I feel like ending the day currently either in the pool or the laboratory maybe makes the most sense. Anyway, let's keep going, I guess, just because I'm a little low on steps, but I'm also consistently out of keys. Secret passage? You're like locked for sure. You could less common floor plans while drafting in the library. I like the sound of that. No the dice from the boudoir would have been nice. I would like to reorder a new clue. Where is it? A new clue. Yes, thank you. I'd like to reorder that. And hopefully next time we read it, we'll have the magnifying glass with us. Now, are you locked? You are locked. Well, it's been real. I should have gone back to security, I guess, to make security doors more likely to appear. Anyway, okay, that's actually going to do it for today. So then I want to end the day probably in the pool. So let's do that. Damn, so much money, but nothing to do with it. Oh well, next time. Pump room. Anything I want to change in the pump room? I don't think so. I'll just leave the reservoir where it is. And then, yeah, we can end the day in the pool. So tomorrow we can get the pool in our outer room. And then maybe we'll try to make the boiler room, pump room, or boiler room laboratory. I think some sort of boiler room combos I would like to make happen finally if we can manage it. But that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe to see future Blueprints videos, among others, show up in your subscription feed. Like the video if you liked, and I don't know, comment down below the weirdest room that could possibly be in the outer room thanks to the blessing of the monk. Okay. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.